Syndea supports many different use cases for connecting Doors NG and SysML. In this video, we will look at a few of them, including reference and data map connections. We return to our version of our UAV model. Launching Syndea, we go to the Repository Manager tab to create a network connection to a Doors NG repository. If needed, we right-click Add on Doors NG, enter our name for the repository and the access credentials we have been given by the repository administrator. In this case, we already have a network connection set up, Doors NG ICAX1. We will first create a reference connection. In the Connection Manager, we see the structure package in our SysML model on the left. We select the Doors NG ICAX1 network connection on the right and find Maximum Speed Requirement. We select Reference Connection in the central column. The connection is made by dragging and dropping the aircraft platform block onto the maximum speed requirement, or vice versa. A reference link gives us several options. From the SysML diagram, I can right-click on the aircraft platform block symbol, select Syndea, open Connected Artifacts, and open the Doors NG interface in my web browser. A reference link also recognizes when a newer version of the Doors requirement has been saved. While I am in the web interface, I edit the maximum speed from 100 to 150 kilometers per hour. Back in the Syndea dashboard, Connection Browser tab, I right-click the connection under Aircraft Platform and select Compare SysML and Target. The comparison results are red, and the message indicates that there is a later version of the Doors requirement than I originally connected to. I can update the connection in the Connection Browser, the Connection Summary, or here in the comparison results by right-clicking the connection and choosing either Sync SysML to Target or Target to SysML. For a reference connection, both commands update the connection to the latest Doors version. A reference connection does not create a copy of the Doors NG requirement in SysML, which would be advantageous in some use cases. A requirement copy in the SysML model can connect to other SysML elements with a variety of SysML relationships: satisfy, verify, derive, and so forth. It also carries some attributes of the requirement that are immediately available to the SysML model user without having to connect to the Doors repository. A data map connection transforms a single requirement in one tool into a requirement in another tool and keeps them connected so that their attributes can be compared and updated. In this example, we changed the SysML side to an empty requirements package in the Connection Manager. Select Data Map in the central column and drag the perimeter size requirement into the SysML package. A new requirement is created in Magic Draw. We can drag it into a diagram and see the contents, including ID and text. We can also drag the aircraft platform block into the diagram and create a satisfy relationship to the requirement. If we want to open the Doors NG requirement from the diagram, We again right-click Syndeia, Open Connected Artifacts. Again, we will edit the requirement in Doors and compare across the connection. This time, the comparison results indicate the specific discrepancy in the texts. The direction of the updating operation matters with a data map connection. Syncing target to SysML will overwrite the SysML requirement with the new text from Doors. Syncing SysML to target will update the Doors requirement, assuming the user credentials referenced by the Syndeia repository manager have write privileges. In the next video in this series, we will demonstrate the model transform connection, which can take entire requirement structures in Doors NG, including collections and modules, and transform them into SysML requirement hierarchies. Compare and sync in these cases look at both requirement attributes and structure.